Greenhouse gases. They're a group of compounds that trap heat in the atmosphere. They consist of methane, carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, and fluorinated gases. The most prevalent is carbon dioxide, accounting for roughly 64% of all greenhouse gases. They result from numerous daily activities, but a large portion is due to vehicle emissions. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, when stacked up to other major greenhouse gas contributors in the United States, about 26% is emitted by transportation alone. When greenhouse gases are released, they dissipate and are mixed into the atmosphere globally, making this not just a local issue, but instead affecting the entire Earth. The presence of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere creates several harmful effects, such as climate change, global warming, depletion of the ozone layer, rise in sea level, and adverse effects on biodiversity.
Thanks, Will. Global warming is definitely a huge concern, but those problems seem so far in the future. Some people might wonder if there is a more imminent threat caused by pollution. Let's talk for a moment about the threats vehicle emissions pose to us right now. Let's talk for a moment about what threats transportation pollution poses to us right now. The World Health Organization estimates that 4.6 million people die each year from causes directly attributed to air pollution. Researchers from MIT's Laboratory for Aviation and the Environment found that such air pollution causes about 200,000 early deaths each year in America. The Clean Air Act passed, which established national ambient air quality standards. These laws required that the EPA identify and set standards for pollutants identified as harmful to human health and the environment. The 6 criteria pollutants are known as carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, ozone, sulfur dioxide, particulate matter, and lead. In the 1990s, an amendment to the Clean Air Act created a decrease in all criteria pollutants. Carbon monoxide, nitrous oxide, ozone, and particulate matter emissions all decreased. Every one of these This picture shows how we can change our atmosphere and our air pollution very quickly. Within 2 weeks, the Chinese government was able to clear up the skies in Beijing in order to help a government parade have a more picturesque view. In order to achieve this, they shut down over 12,000 factories for 2 weeks before the day of the parade. They also limited 5 million cars traveling to only once every other day. They did this by registering the cars via their license plate and giving them colors and allowing only one color to drive on certain days. Possibly it's time for the United States to take a look at how we could cut back in air pollution in our major cities. Not just for a more beautiful world, but for the health of our citizens.
We are constantly on the hunt to find ways to cut down on vehicle emissions by implementing vehicles that utilize clean fuel and technology. One example of this is hydrogen-powered vehicles. Although there are large obstacles to overcome in order to get these vehicles on the road, the value they could provide in cutting vehicle emissions could be invaluable. According to MIT professor John Haywood, hydrogen fuel cells have potential for reducing harmful emissions and will decrease the U.S.'s dependence on foreign petroleum. Let's take a look.
It's got electric motors in every wheel, an onboard source to generate electricity, no mechanical linkages whatsoever, and a fuel more prominent than any element in the universe, with drinkable water as an exhaust.
Très bien.
Fantasy? No. It's a hydrogen car, and it's right around the corner.